Victors. So through this week, I'm gonna be giving you guys some of my favorite quotes and how they really impacted my life. And this next quote that I'm gonna give you is what started it all. It was by Jim Rohn, and it was, you can have more than you've got because you can become more than you are. And the reason that quote is so powerful to me is for so long, I knew I wanted better, and I was searching for something. Like I've always been searching for something. I didn't know what it was. I knew I wanted to do more, but I didn't know how. And so the first time I heard this quote, I'm at the gym and I'm working out, and it just happened to come on. I was actually listening to music. So how this video happened to play, it was meant to be. It's unbelievable. And so I hear this quote and it just stopped me in my tracks, because that was the answer I've been searching for. I knew for years I just been wanting to do better and be better, and I never knew how or what to do. I knew I wanted more, and I just didn't know how to get more. And so when he told me I can have more than I got because I can become more than I am, I can be a better version of myself. I can go and read the books. I can create more value for myself. I can help people. It changed my life. It changed my life for the better, and I need you guys to know that you guys can have more than you've got because you can become more than you are. Morning, Victors. So I was looking at my book of quotes this morning that I've written down, and I ran into a great one. And it was by Les Brown. He said, if you do what is hard, your life will be easy. But if you do what is easy, your life will be hard. And man, that is the story of my life. Because in my early 20s, I chose to live the easiest life possible. And what I mean by easy is, so I would work my job and go out every weekend. All right. I had bills to pay. But I made the easy decision of always choosing to go out. I always chose to go out. So I started stacking up on my bills. And you know what made it hard is when I tried to go get that car, how much they try to hit me on my interest rate when I try to go get that house. And they wouldn't approve me for a loan because my bills were so backed up. You know what I mean? I chose the easy way out, which made my life even harder in the long run. Another way that I made my life harder, or I did make my life harder before, was when I was working my job, my last job. I just had the same boring, monotonous routine. I would go to work, hit the gym, go home. Go to work, hit the gym, go home. On Friday, Saturday, I'd be wasted. Just literally do the same cycle again. And that life was so easy, like physically easy, but it was hard because there was no passion in my life. There was no progress. Like I was just going through the motions. Like I was a walking dead. And so it's so easy to get caught into doing that stuff. But you know what? Right now, I try to make all the hardest decisions. I sacrifice as much as I can now so that in the future, it's going to be easier. You know what? One thing I do, I pay myself first, and then I'm hitting these bills. I got to get this credit score up. I got to get my money right because now I need to get this house. Now I need to be in position to get this house. So I got to sacrifice now, and it's going to be hard, but it's going to make my life so much easier later. You know what I mean? And the biggest thing is these videos. It's not easy getting up every day, coming up with material and trying to figure out what you want to talk about and coming up with the energy to put out every day. It's hard, but you know what? I walk around with a purpose. So it's easy. And I know that in the future, I really believe that this is going to take me somewhere, so it makes it easy. So although it's hard right now, it's going to make my life easier later. And the big thing with life that a lot of us need to understand is that none of us make it out alive. So we might as well do what we want to do anyways. Morning, Victors. So the next quote that I love and that's really helped me change my life was keep it to yourself. You know, I find that the more information I keep to myself as far as my business, where I'm headed in my life and just what I have going on, I find myself having more energy for it because in all reality, when I love talking. And so when I talked about it, I found myself being disappointed with people's reactions. Well, now you don't have to deal with that. You know, you keep it to yourself and you just go and you make sure to accomplish what you're doing. But the biggest thing is it keeps your morale up because you don't have that disappointment from your friends, from your family, because they don't understand what you're trying to do or they don't agree with it. So that's my next big lesson. And another quote that I learned was keep it to yourself. So I want to encourage you guys to just keep moving forward and don't be discouraged by what anyone else has to say. Just keep it to yourself. So, morning, Victors. So the next great quote that I heard that really impacted my life was do a lot more listening and a lot less talking. And the reason that's so powerful is because I actually thought I was a good listener, but the problem was I could hear everything, but I wasn't actually listening. And let me tell you the difference real quick. I heard everything, but I heard it to respond. I wasn't listening to understand and to comprehend the feelings that this person had telling me about something. All right. It is absolutely important, especially when it comes to relating to people, to listen to them. And so it is something that has impacted my life for the better, and it has helped me to progress, and I hope it can help someone else. So, morning, Victors. So the next great quote that I heard that really helped impact my life was start where you are. And I know it can apply to so many other people because having a realization of where you really are sometimes hurts. And so like for myself, it actually hurt because I hadn't accomplished as much as I thought I did. And so when I sit back now and, I didn't beat myself up over it. I didn't dwell on it. It's like, okay, here I am. Here's where I got to go and let's get going. And the thing with starting where you are is it doesn't necessarily mean that you were back further than you think. Some people, they're actually further along than they think, but they have this mental block that they still are doing bad, or maybe it's just a way of getting some sort of attention. I don't know. But what I didn't realize is starting where you are is very important because you can't start anywhere else. So accept where you are, start from there, and let's get going. Morning, Victors. So the last great saying that I heard that has really impacted my life was, it's not what happens to you. It's about what you do with what happened. And boy, you want to talk about a change of mindset. It really just helped me realize how in control I am of my life, because I can't control what people actually do to me, but I can control how I react. You know what? My friend wants to steal from me. Man, that sucks. It sucks that my friend decided to steal from me, but you know what? I'm not going to let it ruin my life. That doesn't mean I'm not going to have more friends. That just means maybe I have that friend at arm's length, you get cheated on. Like, oh, it sucks and my heart is broken. But that doesn't mean that I won't go out and find love one day. We can't let what has happened stop us from getting what we want. We're in so much more control. And so I love that saying. It's not about what happens. It's about how we react to it. So that's my spill for today. Thank those of you that bought your 30 Days to Inspire Living task books. If you're looking to create action, hit the link above me. We're going to stop saying no to our dreams and start saying yes, yes, yes to our dreams. I got kids, so I'm tired, but I'll be here tomorrow to help us live inspired.